so much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know something.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jared Goff and the Atlanta Falcons versus Jalen Hurts and the Carolina Panthers.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go. Mike's 54.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
This defense is
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Monte Casey.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the interception, here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Goff's pass.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Falcons 7, Panthers nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for
now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it, taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Touchdown, Falcons.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
23-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Down.
Hurts. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South, but as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them, because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Alert flare, alert flare.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
19-yard line.
54.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing is Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Jalen.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Westbrook now on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 52's the mic, boys, 52.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That would complete to D.D. Westbrook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
1-yard line.
Value 3, value 3.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. That's a gain of 3.
Now it's gone.
3rd and 5.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
His kick is good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Mike 54. Tackles. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well for the defensive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. I think it's fair to say he's struggling. He would definitely look at us and say that he's struggling right now. But the team's winning, so what's a quarterback's mindset at this point?
To not put his struggles at the forefront, to not show the team he's upset about what's going on with him, but actually show the team that he's excited that they're winning the game. And tell him, hey, my bad on the errors. I'll try and correct that, but love what you guys are doing. Keep doing it. Make sure he stays right at the front, leading his ball club.
And he's probably just looking to forget those 2 interceptions. Remember the 1 touchdown pass he had. 15 yards on the play, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside. On second down now, it's Henry. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical.
Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will bring this all the way. Back out to midfield.
Intercepted.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Hurts pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now the open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 1st and 10, Monroe. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Monroe's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
At the 41.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Monroe. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing again. Monroe looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Carolina's side of the field. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Monroe, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Monroe. This is caught. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
By the Panthers.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Hurts fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Monroe. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 3rd down. Monroe. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Hurts pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Moore.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is complete.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
And 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Tack McKinley in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game.
Mike 54. Night, sweetheart.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Chase Edmonds.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
30-yard line.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Monroe. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Monroe. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Defense.
Man, you got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hurts fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
To kick off for the Falcons.
I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel. I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The Panthers on 3rd down, an almost unimaginable 0 for 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
throwing on first down. Monroe airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Monroe. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it'll bring up third down.
3rd down and 10.
Who got 17?
From the gun, Monroe. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
Off play action. Monroe. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. Looking to throw. Monroe. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Monroe's. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Monroe. And that is incomplete.
Monroe's pass.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Falcons.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers about ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The drive starts with a completion left side. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
34-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
Come on, man.
Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legal.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find Harris, complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Pass. Complete to Deontay Harris.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
No gain on this defense. No Riggs.
Mike, I'll get him.
Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Monroe looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the out. Watch it.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
And 8 yards to go.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Marlon Davidson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Falcons first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
That one looks like he'll throw here, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. He was trying to go back to more there, and that'll bring up second down.
By Keanu Neal.
I got one. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
curls.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing is Hurts. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mike 54.
19 Tiger.
54. Mike 54.
Hurts. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. A big third down play there for the Panthers. 53 yards. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
I smell fear in that.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
45.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.